MMTs have covered their shorts down here at the half bar. And we have transactions now that they're going long because this ratio is printing all-time intraday highs at 0.16. Not only that, we have the Dow up 75 handles. We got S&P higher. We've got things working. That means that the bears are going down and the bulls are probably going higher. We just made 0.16 ratio high, and MMTs are long the turn right here. As soon as it got above, is that right? So we all know you covered into the half bar. Yes or no?
Exactly. Yeah, I got in at 194.9 pennies when the current trend went from -7 to +4, and the IR bounced to over 46. So I jumped in there, went long.
All right. Now you have to maintain a closing price above 195.26. And you're at 195.30 by 195.47. That's the public bid and ask, right, sir? What you want to see to stay long here is this bid and ask trend ratio. This 12 has got to print 16. It's got to go that way. You know 0.12 has to go higher.
Right.
This is the most important element. This part is the public stuff and a market maker spread. But if they're printing 12, then you're going towards 16. You're going to go higher in price. And you're right there. So who else is long on the turn?
I am.
Okay, so Ken Flagg, where was your entry?
My entry's 192.87.
That's down here. Oh, that's going above the half bar.
Soon as that bar opened up above half bar, I got in.
Right here. So you got above your half bar?
The little green bar, and then you got one more right there. Yeah.
That is where you got in. Well, because you were above the previous half bar. So you took a transaction there, and then you got the follow through.
Yeah, as soon as it opened above it, I said, well, I'm in.
Well, you held the half bar, too, right here.
Yeah. I had my stop at, I don't know, I've been telling my stops. My stop right now is at 70 pennies still.
At 70 cents?
Yeah, I'm going to move it once this bar.
So, Leo, and who else is long? 195.27 is going to be important. Who else is long?
I'm long.
At what price?
I got
Hold
90.
on.
You need to come in and go back.
Gibson. Mr. Gibson, where did you take it long? So we already did your short. Now you're long. So you got your short. What was the price?
93.65.
193.65. That's right down in here. Nice move.
I was watching the IR and the trend ratio, and when that started to reverse, because it was coming off that penny line, and we'd been down 3, I was thinking
down in
long.
here. You're talking about, right?
Right.
Okay. That's where your entry is, and you've got a good resistance level now. Now, what you're going to want to do is cover half of your shares here and now.
Moving my stop to 17.
You want to cover, listen to me. Move your stop up there, Ken Flagg. But, Mr. Gibson, the half bar is 195.27. The bid is 195.27 by 33 cents. What you would want to do, this is at 74 right now, and there's no price print. Amazon is printing at 87 by 195.03, 195 there. It just changed, and you want to come out a half now, and hold the other half, and to make the decision on the other half, as long as you're closing a little bit below it, so you come out a half of your transaction. Just know that 65, and just know that the pullback is half of that 0.16 to 0.08. That's 50%. You're going to hold that price level when you identify this area of the half bar and that ratio, which you're doing perfectly now, and that there, as long as that stays above 65, you'll hold the teeny line. But if you don't close back above it, you need to sell out of your next half. Okay? Excellent entry, Mr. Gibson. That's excellent. When it turned, you turned with it, didn't you, sir? When the numbers down here weren't going to keep going that way, you knew you had to be net long. Is that what I'm hearing, Mr. Gibson?
Exactly.
And did it do what it should do for you, Mr. Gibson?
It did.
All right. Now, if you're taking half of the profit structure up here, remember, you got to maintain above 75. You can sell half into that top reversal down. So this bar right here, just so you know, from the top or from the bottom up to the top, in this case here, it's under VO1 column, is 1.69 ratio, $1.69, 1.69 ratio. And you associate 1.69 ratio. Then you associate here, the top down to the bottom here was 1.19 ratio of that last up bar. And bottom up here is 0.95 ratio. So you can see here in the ratio of the bars, top down and bottom up, top down and whatnot, that they're getting a little bit weak. Yes, you're right there at the half bar, which is 195.28. And selling half and holding half is what Mr. Gibson's doing. Next person up that got long on the turn. So his stop is in. Flag, you put your stop in too, right?
Yep.
Okay, any other MMT long that turn? Because the people, Leo, you're still long, right?
Actually, I had my stop up at 195 since the 195.26 was a critical point. And
okay.
So I got stopped out at 195 on the way down there.
Okay, so you're out at 195 of the whole position, right?
Right.
Okay,
What's the
great.
VIX say?
The VIX is at 34.73.
Well,
Yeah,
okay.
mine must be wrong.
I got VIX at